In this chapter, we'll be discussing about ATM. I don't think so. I need to prepare you about this. Very well aware of ATM. You might have used it a lot many times. ATM stands for automated teller machine. It's a computerized machine that provides bank customers accessing their accounts for depositing, withdrawal cash, balance inquiry. Various facilities are provided. The advantage is without going physically to the bank branch, you can do your transactions with the ATM machine. So for doing transaction in the ATM, you have to enter a 4-digit number called PIN, personal identification number. It's a password. So usually at the time of opening account, the PIN will be separately mailed to you and not at the same time of issuing the card. Okay, so the card will be issued at one time and the PIN will be sent separately, because so that in case if one is lost, somebody gets hold of a card, they'll not be knowing your PIN to access your account. Okay, otherwise if both are sent together and it gets lost, somebody gets hold of it can withdraw cash from an account. Okay, and whenever you get a PIN from bank, you have to reset it. Okay, so that's for the safety purpose. ATM cards can be lost sometime, but then you have to immediately contact your bank. They'll be block your card. So as per RBI rules, I think this also you're aware of. 5 free transactions are permitted per month at other banks' ATM. You must have done this before also. It's not just your bank ATM you can access. You can access any bank ATM as long as within the Visa Mastercard network. Okay, so all banks are interlinked through the NFS. That's the National Financial Switch. So you can access ATM of other banks, but as per RBI guidelines, per month only 5 free transactions will be permitted. Beyond that, it will be charged. And also, as you must have done at some point of time, you can withdraw cash. Or you must have experienced wrong debit. Okay, and as per RBI rules, the bank should be crediting the wrongly debited amount within a period of 7 working days. So what are the different services you can do at ATM? Balance inquiry, cash withdrawal, cash deposit, PIN change, mini statement. There are various other services like bill payments, mobile recharges. Many ATMs offer other services like, for example, for certain temple tickets they can give. Okay, various services you can access. Okay, they are offering a variety of services. You should know the features, rules, and limits of your bank ATM. Okay, each bank will be having some rules, like minimum amount an ATM card holder can draw. Usually it's in denominations of 100. Below 100 rupees notes are not usually kept. So it's the minimum denomination. They might ask what is the maximum amount that can be drawn. So maximum amount depends on the transaction. Okay, so maximum amount is like in one swipe how much you can draw. So usually it's 10,000. It's not per day. I'm not speaking about per day. If you look at it on the screen, it will be saying maximum can be drawn is 10,000. But again, you can insert your card and draw another 10,000. This is maximum per transaction. Okay, then maybe they can say they can ask the maximum number of operations that can be done at other bank ATM, that is 5 per month, free transactions. Beyond that, it will be charged. So as you know, the number of digits in PIN are 4. Okay, it's a security feature, and only if you enter the correct PIN number, you can withdraw cash. Okay, some banks issue ATM cards without an expiry dates, but some banks issue ATMs with like 3 or 5 years expiry date. Daily withdrawal limit they might ask you in interviews, so that depends again from bank to bank. It could be 20,000, 25,000, 40,000. Some banks also offer. So for your bank, you have to be aware of it. And the one common interview question is like, say the bank's daily withdrawal limit is 25,000. Can you withdraw 50,000 in 5 minutes? So in a 24-hour period, usually it will be for one day. The limit will be 25,000. You can draw multiple times, but the total should not exceed 25,000. So in interview they will ask you, within a span of 5 minutes, can you draw 50,000? Actually, the answer is yes. Okay, so at night, say at 11:59, you can do one transaction of 25,000, and you can wait for 1 minute because it will be the next day. Then you can draw a fresh limit of 25,000. So this is a trick question usually asked in interviews. So you can draw. Okay, because the cutoff time is that 12 o'clock midnight. So one transaction you can do before, just 1 minute before and 1 minute after. This is very useful in emergencies. Okay, sometimes you need urgent cash, 50,000, but if you can't draw it immediately, you can do this. Okay, most ATMs have this feature called fast cash. So they might ask you what is fast cash. Fast cash is basically withdrawal of a predefined amount. So you need not enter the amount how much. Immediately you can press that button, say 1,000 or 2,000, 5,000, some button, and immediately you get the specified amount. ATMs also give you a mini statement. You must have seen this. So it shows the usually last 5 transactions will be shown. Okay. You should also know some of the names of ATM manufacturers. Next time you go to an ATM, just observe the ATM machine. There will be the name of the company. The company name will be embossed on the ATM machine. So just observe that. Usually you'll be going to various ATM, right? various ATMs, various banks ATMs. So just make the habit to observe that. You will see most of these are belonging to some standard companies. Diebold is a popular company. NCR is a company. Hitachi, Vortex. Okay, most of the banks ATMs you'll be observing Diebold and NCR. They are quite famous. So in this chapter, the questions to be prepared: what is full form of ATM? What does the ATM provide? What is PIN and why is it used in ATMs? How many free transactions are permitted per month at other banks ATMs? That is 5. How are you able to use bank ATM at any other bank ATM to draw money? This you are able to do because all banks are connected through NFS, the National Financial Switch. So what are the different services you can do at ATM? We discussed this. What is the minimum amount that ATM card holder can draw? What is the maximum amount can be drawn per transaction? What is the maximum number of operations that can be done in a day? What is the daily withdrawal limit at ATMs? This is not a standard figure. This varies from bank to bank. Okay, daily withdrawal limit you have to check with your bank. If a bank's daily withdrawal limit is 25,000, can you withdraw 50,000 in 5 minutes? Yes, you can. We discussed this. What is meant by fast cash? What is mean statement? Can you tell names of some ATM manufacturers?